Today is Dhanteras. So we are wishing you happy Dhanteras, and this video is going to be only in English. Okay? We are receiving messages from many of the students that why did we name the previous video as unboxing? Guys, everyone knows that what they have to do, but if someone give you the same thing with a better way, you will definitely adopt it. Before starting this session, I would like to request you, please watch this video carefully. This video is going to be your last exam tip for the ITSM, and after that video, if you follow the same tips, repeating the same tips and the same suggestion, you are not only going to pass ITSM, but you are going to score 65 plus marks in ITSM. Just listen carefully. Before starting this session, I want to give you a brief about our last video. We created a form for feedback and a form to fulfill our objective, that is not let to waste our country's brain and talent. In that form, we identify major problem and what do you expect from us to pass you. Okay, please fill it carefully and every single detail within the form so that we can help you to pass the exam, and believe me, there are enough days so that you can improve your mistakes. Let's start this video. Now we are going to unbox 65 plus marks in ITSM, and this is not a dream. To pass in ITSM is not a dream. So talk about 65 plus marks and follow the same tips. We have 3 questions. Many of us attempted once, twice, thrice, or many of the times for the ITSMs. How do you allocate the time between these two subjects, IT and SM, during the exam? That is the major problem. And second problem is, how do you utilize these 15 minutes for reading? If you remember, I never ever mentioned that 15 minutes for any other subject. But if I am mentioning these 15 minutes for the ITSM, that means these 15 minutes will going to help you. The next question is, what question to do first? Okay, let's start with the first question. How do you allocate the time between IT and SM during the exam? Let's take a break and think about it. If you are going to allocate 1.5 hours for the ITSM and 1.5 hours for IT and 1.5 hours for SM, believe me, you are not going to get exemption even. Means SM will take more time than IT. First step that you should keep in your mind, you will allocate 1 hour for IT, and that will be sufficient, and believe me, that will be sufficient for you. And 2 hours for SM, because SM require more content than IT. In IT, you can't change the definition what is technically written for the particular topic, but in SM, with the help of keyword, you can change the definition. So 1 hour for IT and 2 hours for SM. And the second problem is, how do you utilize these 15 minutes? What I believe, and I have a personal experience with that 15 minutes, is that for the other subject, 15 minutes is very sufficient to read your paper, identify what your question is strength, what question you have to leave. But for the ITSM, 15 minutes is maybe insufficient for you, but you have to utilize that 15 minutes very efficiently, otherwise you are going to lose your 10 to 15 marks if you are not utilizing that 15 minutes, because you will waste your time to identify what question is to believe. Next question is, which question you do first? Boss, never start with question number 1 or question number 7 in any exam, whether it is IT, whether it is SM, whether it is audit, or whether it is account. So, which question do you do first? Question number 2. Oh bro, this question is from flowchart. Don't ever do that mistake to start your question from question number 2. Always start from another question which does not have any technicality and which does not have the step marking. Means attempt question number 3, 4, 5 or 6, but don't start with question number 1, 2 or 7. Main question comes in the mind. Which subject paper do I do first? Whether it is IT, whether it is SM. Believe me, do first IT. If you are doing first IT, then you will have a sufficient time for the SM. From the exam point of view, how do you go to attempt the paper is clear. I hope clear, and give me a hit button on the like and start giving me message if I am right and you got that. The next question, what comes in your mind during the ITSM paper is how to utilize that 1.5 day very effectively. We will talk about later. First of all, let us unbox the questions. Question number 1 of IT, I am talking about IT only, is from short notes. And every short notes is of 2 marks. Okay. In these short notes, you can easily score 10 out of 10, and I will guide you how do you going to achieve 10 out of 10 benchmark. Next question may be flowchart or anything, but from the many of attempt, this question is from flowchart. Question number 3 is in 2 part. Question number 4, 5 and 6, and again question number 7 is short note. Again this is 4 question at 2 marks, means 8 marks. Keep this and keep this in your mind, and I will clearly mention you will going to get 65 plus marks. Okay. After that, question number 8, 5 question at 3 marks, means 15 mark. 9th question is true and false. This is 2 and 2 marks. A part, B part is short note. 10 question is a single question for 7 mark, and so on 11, 12. Okay. As I mentioned, how you are going to attempt the paper, and the main problem is why guys you fail in ITSM. Because you are unable to get maximum marks in 10, 8, 15, means 33 marks. Believe me, you can easily score 18 out of 18 in IT and 10 out of 15 in SM. And how you are going to get these precious marks? I am repeating, those marks are very precious for you if you want to pass in ITSM. And the same tip will help you to do in 1.5 days of ITSM exam. I am ignoring the chat right now. Please listen carefully. Don't write anything on chat because ITSM is the nightmare for every student. And if you are going to appear for the first time, please listen carefully because the person who are going to appear from second time, third time or fourth time, he is definitely listening this carefully. You must have practice manual in your hand. Okay? If you carefully watch the PM, you have 5 or 10 pages initial in the chapter. But most of us never ever give a sight on that. This is the main problem why you are losing that marks in ITSM short notes. If you want to revise 2 or 3 times during the 1.5 days, only revise that initial pages of practice manual, and believe me, that will help you a lot. Because the time is over, boss. Time is over for getting a concept in your head. You already have your concept in your head. What you have to do during the exam is revise 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, many times during those days, and you will definitely going to get 65 plus marks. Follow that tip. Okay? And I unboxed the ITSM 65 marks. If you have any doubt regarding this, please let me know in the chat box and I am listening to you. Please ask us any doubt for the ITSM unboxing. If you have any doubt, everyone, hi to everyone. हर्ष, अगर आपको ITSM में कुछ नहीं आता है, बस केवल जैसा कि मैंने कहा, पहले पेजेस जो होते हैं ITSM के प्रैक्टिस मैनुअल के, उसको केवल रट डालो, बस पास हो जाओगे डेफिनेटली. This tip is for you to pass ITSM, not only to pass ITSM, to get exemption, whether by hook or crook. You have to pass. Okay, you have a life to understand the concept, and that is saying to me. IT is not very relevant for you in the time being, and SM is important, and you will learn automatically. If you pass, then you have time to learn. Okay, this is why I am telling you, pass the ITSM by hook or crook and follow this tip. Read and learn or mug up whatever do you want to do, but mug up every single word from the initial pages of practice manual. Rahul, I clearly mentioned do IT at the first in your exam. If you are not doing IT in the first attempt, then you will have less time for the IT if you are doing SM, because SM is very vast, and if you are very keen to writing, then you won't stop and you won't keep a watch on time. So first start with IT, then after you move to SM. This is not the query session. Please, I will be live for the query session. I am asking about this is the exam tips, and this will going to help you. If you are having any doubt regarding those tips, please ask in this video, and I am going to answer only that question or that queries which are relevant to that unboxing, because this is going to very very and very important for you. What I have told earlier and whatever I told in this video is very important for you. If you want to pass group 2, I am speaking uh, with gaps because I am emphasizing on the word, the sentiment, and the importance of that everything. Okay. And don't forget to subscribe this video, subscribe the channel and like the video. And जाते जाते एक और बात, पढ़ने के लिए नहीं सीखने के लिए पढ़ें, क्योंकि सीखेंगे नहीं तो बढ़ेंगे कैसे.